Hello friends and welcome to this channel. Do you also want to insert a list or a drop down menu which is dynamic in nature? What I mean to say is that, say if you have laid out some parameters on the basis of which you want to fetch a data, but one of the drop down needs to be is dependent on the other criteria that you have selected. So what, for example, in this screen that you can see, if I select a particular product type and if I select a particular segment, then the period should also get updated to so that it get fetches all the relevant period which is mapped to these criterias. So it will show that only March and December is mapped to these criterias that you can see above. So why I want to do this is that, say if I keep it a constant list like all the 12 months, so what will happen that whenever I'll be changing these things, and it's not necessary that for all these combination of the above criterias, every month there will be any number. So what will happen is that then I'll have to do trial and hit method of selecting each every month to bring in the value. By making this field dynamic, this will ensure that I select only those relevant period where the numbers are coming or data is there to fetch when I'm selecting the above criterias. So how can we do that? Let's build that from the scratch. So for the time being, I'll remove the data validation from this cell. Okay, so I've removed the data validation from this cell for the time being. Let's build it from scratch. So what we need to do is that we need to create a list which will fetch only those unique values that is mapped against these four criterias. So a way of doing that is that we can use a combination of two functions called unique and filter. Now for filter, I have already created a couple of videos on that, whose link I'll share in the description box. You can have a look at that and see how we can use filter for various purposes. So you can see I've already created this formula over here, but let's try to build it from scratch. So for the time being, I'll delete this. So what needs to be done is that first of all, I'll fetch all the relevant periods that is mapped to these broad categories, so segment, country, product and year. And what Excel will do, that once I've identified which period is associated to those combinations, Excel will only keep the unique values. So we'll do that by first typing in the function unique. So whatever will be the outcome of the underlying formula, it will return only unique values. So for array, we will start the formula by typing in filter. So what my filter is going to be, or what is the array is going to be, it will fetch whatever is there in column O. Okay. Now for include parameter, we need to give it some criteria that what needs to be included. So we'll do that by first typing in or open a bracket. We'll first create the combination of the columns where my criteria will lie. So that will be segment, and I will put in an ampersand to join them. Then it will be country, then it will be product, and at the end it will be year. Now this combination will be equal to the criteria that we'll select in dashboard 2 sheet. So this will be equal to, and keep in mind that your combination needs to be exactly in the same order how you have selected the columns over here. So we'll go ahead and we'll first select segment, then we'll select, I think it was country, yes, we'll select country, then we'll select product, and at the end we'll select year, and we'll close the bracket. So what this is doing is that we are asking Excel to create a combination of these four criterias and look for them in these four individual columns, and wherever those values will be intersecting or there will be an exact match, it will return whatever will be there, or whatever periods will be associated to this combination. So once we have closed the bracket, we'll close the bracket again, right? Now we'll close the bracket again to close the unique, and we'll press enter. So as you can see, because I've already selected these criterias over here, it has already returned the values of periods associated to that particular period. So say if I change this to Montana, segment I'll change it to channel partners, country I'll change it to say Germany, and year I'll change it to 2013, then it should update that value, and now you can see it's showing cal because there is no associated periods to those combinations. So let's try something else. So I'll click Montana, I'll keep this as government, let's select Canada, and let's see what it gives. So here you can see that for that combination, for this combination, there are two periods, so October and December. So let's do one more thing. Where it was written if empty, we'll give it a value called no data found. Okay, and let's press enter. So now what will happen if we again select those combinations that we did? So I think it was Montana, it was channel partners, this was Germany, and it should return no data found. Yeah, so that is what it is giving. So let's change it back. Yep, okay, now it is done. Now what we need to do is this will form part of my list. So I'll go to select period, I will click data validation. Over here in allow, I'll select list, and this source, I'll select this button over here, and I'll select the all of the whole range over here. Click OK, and now you can see it is now giving those items that I've selected over here. So that's how you can create a dynamic list for yourself. So now whatever will be my item, whatever values I'll change over here, this list will also get updated. Right? Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something new today. I would urge you to practice this on your own, and you can insert this in your own dashboards, workings, reports, or any kind of other analysis. I think this will make your life a lot more easier, and it will make your dashboards a lot more interactive as well. So thank you once again, and do subscribe us and give us a thumbs up if you have liked this video. So see you soon in the next video. Take care of yourself. Thank you.